Write a polynomial equation with roots of 1/3, negative root 2, and positive root 2. Okay, so the first thing we have to do here is determine the factors that correspond to each of these roots. So the root at 1/3, x equals 1/3, is going to come from a factor of, well, let's see here. If we multiply both sides by 3, we get 3x equals 1, and then subtracting 1 from both sides gives us 3x minus 1 equals 0. So the root at 1/3 comes from a factor of 3x minus 1. You can see that if we substitute 1/3 in for x in this factor, we'll have 3 times a third, which is 1, minus 1, which does give us 0. So this is one factor of our polynomial. And then the roots at plus or minus root 2, so x equals plus or minus the square root of 2, that's going to come from a factor of, well, let's see. We're going to kind of reverse the process here. Square both sides to leave us with x squared equals just 2. So negative root 2 squared gives us 2. Positive root 2 squared also gives us 2. And then subtracting 2 from both sides, maybe I'll write that. We end up with x squared minus 2 equals 0. So x squared minus 2 is the factor that would give roots at plus or minus the square root of 2. Okay, so with that in mind, our polynomial equation with those roots will be y equals the product of these two factors. So you can see that if we plug in any of these root values for x, we'll end up with 0 for our y value.